Jim, hey, what's up? How you been? As you can tell, looking like Rudolph and sounding crappy. And yeah, Chris decided he was going to share his cold with me. So this is how I've been this week. But I hope everybody else is having a good week. Hello to everybody out there in YouTube land. Roller coaster ride, but it's all good. Oh, and isn't life a roller coaster ride if you think about it? It's all highs and lows. Sometimes in the same day, sometimes in the same hour, sometimes in the same breath. It's like, at least with me, it seems. And hey, babe, hope all is well with you. Yeah, you're patient, and you see what your patient did to me? He made me all snufflies. Uh, how are the little ones, Jim? Probably not so little. Jack, Katie, and Gracie. Tell them all I said hi. All snufflies, but I say hi anyway. Um, yes, Chris infected me. You see what your patient did to me? He got me all sick. Yeah, thank God you guys can't catch the crap through the internet. That's the only good thing. This is not one of those type of viruses. Double A, welcome, babe. Uh, yeah, it's just my luck. But like I said, I hope everybody else has had a much better week. And it is not sounding like this. If you are, hang in there. Apparently, it lasts a little longer than a week, from what I'm hearing. I'm not liking that, but that means I'm like partway through it. Sick really bad 2 weeks before Christmas. Made it throughout through work. Well, see, that's the thing. I can't necessarily blame Chris. I can, but technically I can't because people at sick have. Yeah, listen to me. People at work have been sick. Chris was sick. I guess technically I can blame it all on Edrod because Edrod was sick and he hung out with Chris and got Chris sick, and then Chris got me sick is how I'm looking at it. But I could blame it on all the people at work that were sick. Or it could be the fact that I ended up standing outside Friday night in the rain for about an hour and a half. Or all of the above. But either way, I ended up with a crap. So, it's like, eh. Couple days at work, have some crap going on, been staying away from them. Thai food berries, right? But hey, I had to take care of my patient. Chris was down, and I ended up taking some time off and coming home early on a couple days and taking care of him. And yeah, the next thing I know, here I am on Monday. And Chris is like, "Yep, you're getting it." I'm like, "No, I'm not." He's like, "Yeah, you are." Like, yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, I do. Drink that emergency stuff. It really works. Well, see, that's the thing. I think I kind of like screwed myself because I was doing fine with everything that I was doing, just my normal stuff. And then I bought these lozenges that have they're made with elderberry, and elderberry is supposed to boost your immunity. Well, I think it kind of like bit me in the katush and did not boost my immunity because the more I ate those things, the worse I started to feel. And it's like, uh huh. So, FMK Adam, are you little Adam, my dear? Chris Riley, hey baby. Hope all is well. Hope you've been out flying. Yeah, Chris was actually so sick he was not flying. Believe that one or not. The guys were actually threatening to send ambulances to the house and everything else just because he had that flu. I was like, he'll be back. Believe me, he'll be back. And here he is, out flying now. Well, not now, but of course it's dark outside. Axiomatic, welcome, babe. I don't think I look very radiant. More like Rudolphish right in this area. Kathleen Turner voice going on. Yeah, probably. Head colds suck, but I told Chris the other day I would much rather have a head cold than have a bunch of chest congestion because then normally I end up with bronchitis. So, yeah, I'll kind of like keep the head cold. Yeah, Axio, where have you been, babe? Have you like been in a cookie coma from like Christmas or some crap? Sorry guys. I gotta be able to breathe. I cannot, that's the one part of the head cold that I cannot stand. I am not a mouth breather at all. And when I cannot breathe out my nose, it like drives me insane. But what are you gonna do? It's not like you can just like detach this thing and set it somewhere on a shelf and say, okay, you sit over there until you feel better, and then I'll reattach you. It just doesn't work that way. Just get back into a routine and just start doing routine again. To complete your move and get everything sold and everything good. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And there's Mr. Bob Micah. What's up, babe? Long time no talk to. Mr. Crowley, welcome, Sean. Right? Cookie Monster for sure. I asked him if he's been a cookie coma. Moved, sold, settled, and somewhat unpacked. 3 months and I can't find my pants. Oh, I can understand that. I think Bob might have your pants, Axio, because you know he doesn't normally have pants on, so I think he took your pants. Bob, do you have Axe's pants? I'm just asking. Yeah, I ended up having to get the soothing lotion tissues now. My nose is like done. Well, dear, welcome, my dear. How have you been? Oh, okay. All right, Axio. Bob doesn't have your pants. He switched over to mini skirts. Whatever floats your boat, baby. I know you look mighty attractive in a mini skirt. I've seen the pictures. I mean, you're probably catching a draft, but it's all good. Bob, did you feed Axio's pants to that beauty of a snake? Maybe? Yeah, Jim. What, you have 2 dogs now, right? Not just the one. Now you've got 2. You're a brave man. You're a brave, brave man. Although there was a girl at work the other day who tried to talk me into going to the Humane Society and adopting. And I'm like, let me hear this one. Because they know I have acro. So It's like, yep, let me hear this one. She's like, no, seriously, you need to go to the Humane Society and you have to get these guys. And I'm like, these? That sounds plural. She's like, yeah, there's 3 of them. 3 bunnies at the Humane Society. And I'm like, they're like triple the size of Acro. So I don't really truly think that would work. Right, Ed? Kind of makes it easier to go to the bathroom for you all. Right? Which snake did I feed Axios pants to? This one, that one, this one, that one. I think Skippy's got Axios pants. A Rottweiler walking coonhound mix. Now that's an interesting combination, for sure. Now the blue healer mix, you might have your hands full with that one as well, Jim. You're a brave man. Brave man. I think a lot of people actually took a vacation from YouTube because life happened, and they're popping back. Some do, some don't. Some still upload, some are not. Like I said, it's whatever floats your boat. It's called YouTube for a reason. It's your channel. Don't be persuaded by others. Be you. Chuck it. Welcome, babe. Congratulations, Bulgir, your 2-year YouTube anniversary. I'm coming up on 2 years of live streaming, either this month or next month. I can't remember which. I'll have to ask Paduga. He had the exact date for me. Oh, yes, definitely. It can definitely be overwhelming at times. Night Train, welcome, babe. Right? Going to the bathroom will be no issue. Making it to the bathroom, on the other hand, yeah, that might become an issue with me. Matt Kiwi, welcome, babe. You are not too ugly to do live streaming. Nice try. You never know what you can do until you attempt it. I remember when I just sat back in a corner, and then the next thing I know, everybody was talking me into creating a channel and then live streaming. And yeah, it went from there. And quite a few of you guys remember that as well. How can you tell if YouTube is sending out notifications to your latest upload? I uploaded a video over an hour ago. I've had it uploaded 2 times. My other channel still has not been notified. No use. Chris, I have not figured that out yet. I seriously have not figured that out. The YouTube analytics and the notifications, and I know for a fact that YouTube hates me because it never sends out my notifications. People have gotten my notifications that I was live 2 days after the live stream had happened. So, yeah, I don't know what to tell you on that one, babe. All I can tell you is make sure the little bell is rung. If you're on your phone or iPad or mobile device as such, make sure you have it set to all notifications. That's all I can tell you. Like I used to tell you guys all the time, ring my bell. That way you'll know that's you are not butt ugly, Craig. Nice try. Right, Axia? I remember when there was 10 drones on that wall. I've been sent pictures. It was funny. We were sent pictures the other day talking about progression. And the wall was empty. And then there was one. And then I think there was 3. And it was like 5. You know, he tends to do things in odd numbers. You know, this one's going to blow your mind. I think he just told me the other day there is now 53 quads on that wall. Progression. Deadhead, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Oh. And that's the great thing. That's the one thing that I can honestly say I enjoy the most about my YouTube family is watching you all progress. And that's what I have been able to do. So I've watched your channels progress. I remember a lot of you guys when you first came around the Drone Network or came around Chris or came around me and might have had 100 subscribers. And then the next thing you know, it all just kind of like blew up. I have watched your flying skills progress. I have watched your video skills progress. I have watched your RC skills progress. That's the greatest thing of all. Being able to interact the way that we do, the way that this family has grown. That's my greatest takeaway from YouTube. And that's all thanks to you guys. Birdman, welcome, dear. Got your days right this week, huh? Well, that's because there was no holiday stuck in the middle of them. Well, Axio, my dear, just remember, your flying skills may have regressed, as you call it. I don't think so. I think a lot of times flying is like riding a bicycle. Once you put your hands back in those positions, it comes back. Bull gear, honey, don't feel bad. I think we have all done that. The ceiling to the floor, the ceiling to the floor, the ceiling to the floor. Yeah, we've all done that. Ooh, haven't had summer yet. So, what exactly? I mean, is it more spring there, Craig, instead of summer? I kind of thought that Christmas was in the middle of summer for you guys, but I don't know. Well, Mad Kiwi, my dear, I try not to do that. There are some that do. I try not to. And if I ever do, please put me back in check. RC Crazy, welcome, babe. Hey, Tiff. How are you, my dear? Oh, look, we're talking cookies, and now he wants lasagna. Right, Chris? Started with a tiny toy, and now flying Now I'm like a bat flying blind and praying I don't crash. Well, that's what I'm saying. I've watched some of you start out with toys. I've watched some of you just go straight FPV. I've watched some LOS into FPV. It's crazy. But watching everybody's progression. Bloody winter temps. Holy crap. Chris is out either, it sounds like in the kitchen or the living room. And it sounds like Rusty's out there too. Rusty got home from work a little while ago, so. E-Drone is in the house. Watch my legs. Are they going to go up? Come on now, E-Drone. Are you going to perform a magic trick? And it goes, right now it's showing me 12 likes. Are they going to increase? Up 13. Look at you. E-Drone is a magician. Bob, honey, that's what happens when we get a little older. Our arms get really tired really quickly, so we can't fly for as long. Oh, look at that! 17 likes. E-Drone is a magician. Ooh, meatloaf tonight. That sounds good. Meatloaf cookies. Oh, Lord. Axio, honey, I think I've done it again because Chuck likes my cookies just as much as you do. Hey, Chuck, by the way, Double A's got cookies. You're just going to have to get over there. They might still be there if he hasn't eaten them all. I can't guarantee you that one. Meatloaf stuffed cookies. Oh, now check that one out. E-Drone is a magician. 21 likes. You went on a diet this year. You cut back on cookies. Ah, Chuck's that blasphemy, right? I mean, come on. Huh? I don't know. I don't know how you did it. You went through some serious withdrawals. Serious withdrawals. Only 2 or 3 less. Well, Chuck, honey, is that because I'm the only one who sends you cookies, or you just prefer my cookies? Look at you, E-Drone, 24 likes. Thank you, my dear. Crystal's cookies are crunchy. I made some sugar cookies with a Hershey kiss in the center of each cookie. Okay, here's one for you, Chris Riley. Do you like peanut butter cookies? I have a recipe that's 3 ingredient peanut butter cookies. Very simple, very easy. I could send it to you, and you could plant a Hershey kiss in the middle of those as well. Yummy! Gotta make more cookies. Shoo! I think if it was up to the guys, Tiff, we would always be baking. That's just the way it goes. I definitely will. Look, Bob knows it. Very simple and delicious, baby doll. A cup of peanut butter, a cup of sugar, and 1 egg. You mix it all together. I think it's $3.50, but don't quote me on that. I will look that and send it to you. But that way you don't have to screenshot it. And what do you mean oatmeal raisin only? You forgot the cinnamon in there. Hey, yeah, and Adrian likes my chocolate chip. I have spoiled a few guys. Baba, honey, I'm going to have to make you some brownies. I know you don't like cookies. Right, Craig? Not like a mom's baking. What do you mean, good cookies at the supermarket? No. No, 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 no. Good cookies come from home. Now, Axio, what kind of ice cream are you eating tonight? You cut back on the cookies, but what kind of ice cream do you have? Because it was always the ice cream with it. Oatmeal raisin walnut. See, that sounds good, but Rusty doesn't care for nuts very much, so. I gotta have some chocolate chips in there. I know, Ed. I'm telling you, I just need to start baking and just like send it out constantly. All right, Chuck. Thanks for stopping in, babe. Yeah, I'm gonna have a short stream tonight because looking like Rudolph, and I've been honestly. This is the first night since I've been sick that at 8 o'clock I was actually awake instead of on the couch fast asleep. And a lot of you guys can vouch for that. Talking to Chris later on at night, he's like, wait, are you the only one home? And he's like, no, I'm not the only one awake, though. But yeah, guys, make sure you all check out the FPV YouTube stream tonight, Hump Day, for it's their first Hump Day of the new year. And there's an important topic for FPV. So, and that starts up at 9. Good stacked coffee sponge. Woo! That sounds delicious, Craig. Oh, you like cookies, huh? I see how you are, Bob. Oh, that sucks, Full Gear. Well, you know, there are ways that you can cut sugar in cookies that you may not have to chase a cookie with a metformin. That doesn't sound like a very good chaser to me. Right, Idra? He told me he liked them special brownies. I said, well, babe, I make brownies, but they ain't special like that. Keebler Chip Deluxe. Look, okay. Yeah, the elves can do some baking. I mean, it's something about being short. It's just like an extra sprinkle of love. I mean, everybody always said I was pocket-sized anyway, so I'm a little taller than the elves. Not much. But, I think it's something about being short that adds extra love to cookies and baked goods. I just finished my bowl of Turkey Hill chocolate vanilla. Yum. RC Fun, 17 party people up in here. Yeah, we were performing magic tricks earlier. Look, Edrone, the likes are up to 25 now. When Edrone appeared, he said, Crystal, watch your likes. I only had 12 likes. Look what happened, John. Eric's a magician. And he didn't say how big the bowl was. And Craig, I'm not sure if Ed cares if they're chocolate chips or chocolate buttons, as long as it is chocolate. Chris, it is the FPV YouTube channel. Idra and Baby Doll, are you still in here? hang on. I'll grab it. I can do that. I just got that notification that popped up anyway, so easy enough. But to answer your question, Chris Riley, the FPV NoobTube channel is actually a community channel made up of several FPV FPV pilots, we shall say. MD95 TSI being one, Chuckit, Josh Withrow, Night Train FPV, E-Drone, Clement FPV. But it is a community channel. Chris does quite a few of his builds over there live. They live stream every other Wednesday starting at 9. Spill a bean or two. I'm sure a bunch of you have heard, because we are all active in some sort of social media, all the latest hubbub about FPV. So, check out the Hump Day live starting at 9. Gonna be a hot topic. Chris, here, babe. The link I'm getting ready to drop is for this. I think that's either for the stream or for the actual channel, but either way, it'll get you there. And honestly, my opinion, this is the stuff that's going to happen in the future, not the immediate present. And just like things that have happened with YouTube, I'm trying not to insert my foot in my mouth and piss off a lot of people, but just like the changes that happens with YouTube and things like that, you know, a lot of people get up in arms, a lot of people get scared. Change is gonna happen no matter what, whether we want it to or not. Change happens every day to someone somewhere. It's all about how you handle the change. So, do you go with the flow? Do you rebel? Do you get the information? Do you go looking for it? Do you just go from hearsay? You know me, I'm gonna go digging. You know it, Chuck. Poor Chris didn't even know about the FPV NoobTube. So these guys, as you all know, do some homework for you, just like I do. So check it out. It's going to impact you one way or another, sooner or later. Why not be in the know? And yeah, baby doll, I'm always drinking dew. It's either dew or coffee for this chickie, no matter what, whether I'm sick or not. Yeah, I'm looking like Rudolph over here. It's all thanks to Chris. I say that, but like I said earlier, people at work have been sick. Chris was sick. Night Bowl Gear, congratulations on that 2-year anniversary, babe. Working as Rudolph. I didn't know Rudolph had failed that drug test. I mean, you know, there's a lot of things that are legal in different areas now. So, hey. Fight me with a Geico, Chuck. Oh, jeez. That's right. And tomorrow night is Whistle Stops over at Night Train. FPV. And then, yes, guys, I said it last week. And of course, as always, I stuck my foot in my mouth. But this week, Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Drone Network is coming back over on MD95 TSI's channel. We had planned on being here with you all last Friday, but circumstances prevented that, unfortunately. We're coming back though, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so make sure you all stop by and say hi. Haha, so yeah, John. I told you you can edit, babe. Fish and Junk just gave me number 26, and somebody else gave me number 27. Thank you all so much. Appreciate those likes. Yeah, Chris asked tonight, he's like, "Flo, are you going live?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna hop on for a little while." Tell the guys hi. I said it'll probably be about an hour-long live stream because I just honestly have not been feeling it. It's just been. JP Slayer Racing was my number 27. Thank you, babe. Axio, you're taking your life away. But then you gave it back, so. I know, right, Eric? I think that Fish and Junk guy has stolen your fish. Either that or he's hiding a camera and he's filming your fish. Gotta watch them. It's dangerous territory out here. It is dangerous territory. Oh, you know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy. And I bet that guy knows a very nice lady, too. But yeah, honestly, I've been doing the Mucinex cold and flu, and it has gotten better. I've heard about that black elderberry cold and flu. I was using elderberry lozenges that are supposed to boost your immunity because Chris was sick. I don't know if they decreased my immunity or it was just I got bombarded too much. Axio said he was sick over Christmas break. The kids were sick, the wife was sick, the dog was sick. That thing that lives under the sink even sneezed a few times. Yeah, you gotta watch out for them. The thing that lives under the sink. Just found out how to promote other people's channels at the end of your videos. So now I list 3 other channels on every video. Going down the subscriber list, gotta help out my brothers. Yep. And honestly, think about it, right? How do channels grow? There's several ways to grow. Several of those ways involve money. Several of those ways involve a whole lot of time and a whole lot of work. One of those ways involves luck. Or you could do it the good old-fashioned way. Word of mouth. Shout-outs. It's the word of mouth and the shout-outs that I think carried the most. Especially when you have loyal people, loyal family members who are around you, who may not always know all the other people that you know. That's what networking is all about. Introducing the people that you know to the other people that you know don't know each other. Because this one likes this, or that one might know this. It's the information. It's bringing everybody together, all for the same common good. And that's what honestly has made this family the tight knit group that it honestly is. As I've told you guys, and as you all have seen, we have celebrated the highs, we have celebrated the lows. We have all been here for each other at some point or another. That's what it's all about. Just like I said earlier, watching the progression, being involved, following each other's hobbies. You know, that's what it's all about. Yeah, Josh Ellum, he's pretty cool with his Flying Pink. If you guys haven't checked it out, make sure you do. And if you do, leave him a comment. Tell him, hey, want to see pigs fly? Yep. Go check out Josh Ellum's channel. Oh, God. I swear I'd love to take this thing off and just like sit it right up here. Just because. Nope. Hey, you're at the end of Chris Riley's too. And there's something. Wait a minute. What is it? I know it's on my phone on the regular YouTube thing. I don't know if it's on a regular desktop, but there is a thing on the phone that will tell you and notify you when somebody has like tagged you now. YouTube has done some good changes, especially with the new YouTube Studio. I'm still learning that thing. I was one of these who was like, I like my Creator Studio. Please don't take it away from me, but damn, I know I'm going to lose it anyway, so... So now I'm the one who's learning about YouTube Studio in my spare time. Right? Removable noses for the masses. Just kind of like take it off and sit it up here, especially if you have sinus problems. Oh, it'd be amazing. Michael Lambert, welcome, my dear. How are you doing? Glad to see you joining us. Oh, guys, we've done it. We have hit 30 likes. Thank you all. Appreciate it. ITNF. Isn't? Oh, God, no. See, that's the one thing. I don't like to take medicine, period. I prefer, like, the old-fashioned home remedies, but at this stage of the game of my life, unfortunately, with changes at work, and, of course, things have changed again, I don't have all the time that sometimes home remedies take. So I got Mucinex. Now here's the thing. I can take any pill going, and I don't care what size it is. I mean, including like the big horse pills. It sucks, but yeah, I can take them. Do not get me to drink cough medicine. I can't do it. I mean, it's like the 5-year-old begging for the bubblegum flavor of anything. I cannot. Welcome, Adam. Yeah, babe. But like I told you, like I said earlier, okay, changes are gonna happen whether we want them to or not. It's not right this instant. There's a lot of time in between. There's a lot of bullshit information going around at the same time, just like always. Oh, I know everything. I know everything. I know everything. Let me just throw this one out there to you, okay? And I'm not trying to pop anybody's bubbles or be the mean person or whatever. How many times have you guys heard on YouTube since we all have been around? The Phantom 5. The Phantom 5 is going to be the newest release. I've got the inside intel. Bullshit. Okay, where was the Phantom 5? Everybody wants that trending video, that viral bullshit, and they don't care how they get it. And it kind of like pisses me off because why put the fake information out there? Nobody knows everything. Everybody is still learning. You've got these people out here who think they are the know-it-all of know-it-alls. Really? Well, don't worry, Eric, because the 5 ain't coming, okay? Just forget I even said it. The 5 ain't coming. Oops, wait. I have inside intel. The 5 ain't coming. You used to drink a bottle a night just for the trip. Woo, baby. Houston next DM will do the same thing if you take about 10, 60 milligrams tablets. Like I said, used to, not anymore. Too old now. Well, wait a minute, Chris. You know, if you seriously want to compare ages, I don't think you and I are that far apart in age, babe. So, you know, this chickie ain't as young as she used to be. Ain't as young as I once was. Adam, you're in here. Did you hear about Rascal Flatts? I almost cried. Rascal Flatts has announced either yesterday, that this is their last year on tour. They're actually going to break up, and that sucks. They got together in 1999, the year that I had my son, and the year that he is turning legal. They're going to say bye-bye. I'm like, what the hell? Talk about feeling old. Jeez. Right? Yep, their farewell tour. And yeah, and I'm not happy one bit either. Nuh-uh. I got to see him last year, and it's like, damn it, what the hell? One and done? Bullshit. Oh, man, if I could take, God willing, and let me hit the lottery, I'd be at every one of their concert tours. And that way, I'd have to take Chris with me, and it'd be like the ultimate Rascal Flatts drone flying trip. That would be sweet. And then we could see everybody, because they're all over the place. Well, Adam, honey, you're just going to have to buy tickets somewhere this year. Yep, they are. You're just going to have to get a ticket. It's well worth it, let me tell you. Alvin, what's up, babe? Ay, ay, ay. Right? That's very true, Ed. And see, I can honestly see them doing that. I really can. Like Ed said, how many times have you heard a band saying their farewell tour? And then they do 3 or 4 more tours. Rascal Flatts is doing a farewell tour. They're going to break up at the end of, or stop touring. they said they're going to pursue individual music interests. So, but they are family and a friend, so I can see them getting back together and doing another tour. Yeah, in sync. I don't foresee that, but stranger things have happened. I mean, me personally, I still have tickets to go to Alabama, which was supposed to be, it's their 50th year tour. And I think that's also their last tour. It was supposed to be in October or November of this past year. And one of the guys' health declined, so they have pushed it to October of this coming year. So time will tell on that one. I do. And so does Plummet. And so does Frosty. Right, Chris? That sounds like a plan to me. I need rest and breakfast in bed. Remind Chris in sickness and in health. And see, I took off time from work and came home with food, orange juice, medicine, and everything else, and took care of him. And you see what I got? Although Chuck was trying to tell me it was because I wouldn't leave Chris alone. And I was like, well, it's not my fault. It's his fault. I don't think that's the case. But who knows? Well, think of it this way, Adam. If Rascal Flats gets back together, that means that's another chance that you get to go see them. Oh yeah, there are many worse bands out there than Rascal Flats. Although some people cannot stand country at all, but a lot of those people honestly are either not used to a certain type of country or do not understand that there is multi facets of country. You have southern country, you have older country, you have classical country, you have regular country, you have modern country. All right, it's the same way with any music genre. Some people like the old stuff, some people like the new stuff. Some people like it all. Right? They are legends for sure. Well, see, I was raised listening to country music with my grandparents and my great grandparents. Night, Chris, don't forget the FPV noob tube's coming on 9. If you don't get a notification, 9 o'clock. But I was raised listening to say Oak Ridge Boys, Alabama, Dolly Parton. I'm talking like old country like that. Then, once I actually get control of the radio dial, discovered other country. And like I said, Rascal Flats did not get together until 99, so. Love for numbers. If I heard the song or some of the words, I could probably tell you. But yeah, I was definitely raised to the old country. According to Google, my dear, that's Craig Morgan. Bob, honey, if your wood stove did not want you to log on, something was wrong. It's gone cold. Um, Jimmy Buffett. I don't. Um, I I don't really know if you'd consider Jimmy Buffett country. Possibly, maybe. What the hell do you mean? I got a furry tongue? I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not. Probably not. At least you didn't tell me I had a furry orchid tongue. Them bald old shirtless guys are on. Hey Bob, them guys are younger than us. Sorry guys, couldn't resist. Oh God, that's the baldest furry tongue I've ever seen. Hey, I mean, it's the one. It's the one that told me I had a furry tongue. No, I've not been licking acro. God, why would I lick acro? Ed told me I had a furry tongue. You'll have to ask Ed why he said I had a furry tongue. Did I get a flu shot? No, I did not get a flu shot. I do not get flu shots. I got a flu shot probably 18 years ago. And I was one of those people that unfortunately got sick as a dog. And I'm talking sick. And ever since then, I have never gotten another flu shot. And knock on wood, honestly, not got the flu. So yeah, that's why I liked Acro. He needed a bath. Acro would be like, woman, you're crazy. You better get. Michael Boyd Vlogs, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh my God, 1982 is vintage. Now you know that sounds really bad, but this is so true. Rusty and his girlfriend were here a couple weeks ago, and we were talking about things from the 80s, and they were discussing that they could actually use things from the 80s as Halloween costumes now, and I'm like, you know, that's sad. I said, actually, you could even do it from the 90s, but things from the 80s, that's really sad. Yeah, Eric, you go ahead and ask Chris if my tongue is furry. You go right ahead. Now, John, baby doll. How long has Wacky Wednesday been going? And when really was Wacky Wednesday ever the greatest kid-friendly show? That's why Wacky Wednesday used to come on at the time it did. And starting at 9, things kind of like went totally nuts. You remember those shows. Josh Ella, welcome, my dear. Were your ears burning a little while ago? I was bragging on your flying pig. You know that saying, when pigs fly, well, Mr. Ellum has made that possible. Right? You ever seen Lost in Space? Taking you back. Way back. Yeah, right? I know, I haven't seen Wayne in a bit. I think Wayne was another one who's just taking a little bit of vacation time. Supposed to get thunderstorms tomorrow and Friday. Well, you stay safe, babe. Some people enjoy thunderstorms. They can be relaxing. All depends on how bad they really get. Yeah, right? We're old enough to say that, yeah, we actually had the original toys and things that they are reproducing now and thinking they're great. It's like, yeah. The original 2XL robot. I'm a spring chicken. John, you're full of, but I love you anyway. Mm. The FPV noob tube usually starts at 9. I think that's what Bob was saying. They are actually live. If you did not have no channel link, that is me. You probably got me by 10 years, huh? Yeah, and you're not dirt old, but you definitely have an advantage in experience. Wait a minute, John. What do you mean actually more than 10? Look, I know straight off the top of my head, I know Ed's older than I am. I know Bob's older than I am. I definitely know Alvin, Adam, Eric, Tiff. They're all younger. Chuck, Josh. Well, Josh Withrow. Josh Ellen, nope. Josh Ellen's, well, I'll be 43 this year, so. Have I seen Stranger Things? I saw, I think, 1 or 2, but I personally do not have Netflix anymore, so haven't watched it in a while. Bob, honey, it's all about how old we feel. It's not how old we are. See, I didn't think it was more than 10. I didn't think you had me at all, but that means you're closer to Chris's age. For the third time. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I got you now. Your 20th birthday last April for the third time. That's right, us April babies. I'm 32 going on 80. Don't feel bad, Alvin. At times, I'm 42 going on 102. And it's like, whew, man, Ooh, had a VTX die today in the middle of a backflip. What an unfortunate time. It's like, ooh, shit, I can't see. Not a good time. I'll be 39 in 13 months in May. There you go. Well, you know, you could always say that you're 21 with however many years of experience. And Josh, was that on the pig or another? Oh, Michael, my dear, these are my husband's collection. He and I do the drone network, but all of these babies up here, at least all of those, have been built by him. So yeah, he likes playing around with some colors. What do you mean 40 isn't bad? Wait till the next decade. 40 hasn't been the kindest. Yeah, Alvin, you know, it takes time to fix things. Unfortunately, we can do more damage quicker than we can fix things, but a lot of things are fixable. So we just gotta put our mind to it. Oh, not the pig. Version 4. Gotcha. When am I gonna rip? I don't know, John. I probably honestly won't get back to FPV until spring or summer. I told you guys, and y'all know I don't like to cope. Period. Y'all got some issues if you rip and you have to sleep on the couch. That's just some issues. You know, I know, Eric, okay, because Chris has done the damn thing to me. And y'all are gonna get stick, okay? Fast asleep. And if Tiff sleeps like I do, the comforter knows usually like to hear. And then Chris will rip. Not funny with your head half under the blankets. Not funny at all. He chopped up a balance lead yesterday, broke up half, had fun. I appreciate that, Michael. See, Tiff understands. They do. They're bad. No, he's not locked in a room. You don't hear him screaming for help. I actually hear him on the phone now. He's out in the living room. Well, you know, Josh, at least it wasn't bad damage. Those things can all be fixed or replaced. That's always a plus. So, no, Hexio, I can honestly say I've never farted so hard that my back is cracked. That one, you might need to walk away. Oh, Michael, honey, my husband plays with his drones every day, unless he is definitely sick. All the time. All the time. If you check here, let me show you his channel as well. And then you'll know for sure that he is always playing. I'm trying to keep my furry tongue in my mouth this time, Ed. That's my husband's channel, and you'll actually see him flying all of them at one point or another. I understand, babe. We all hate autocorrect. Autocorrect hates us. Right, John? Arms okay, no bent shafts. Awesome. A little bit of dirt, a little bit of possible gravel. Blow it out. Fix it up. Send it. Right? Ed says he prefers not to let the pressure get that high, Axio. You just kind of have to, like, it's like a turbo car, okay? There's this thing that's called a blow-off valve. The blow-off valve allows a pressure release so that things do not back up and blow up. So you kind of like have to have a blow-off valve every once in a while so that you don't crack your back. It says, I hate autocorrect. Turn it off. I prefer to make my own typos. You know, it's not so much the typos, but it's almost the changing. Like, Chris has done it twice now. He went to give someone his address and ended up giving them that next door neighbor's address. Because the autocorrect thing puts in what it wants. And it's like, I'm like, did you? And he's like, nah. And I'm like, double check it. And, yep. Ron, what are you up to, babe? Are you being behave? Yeah, right. Or at least having fun. I wonder if you had a cork up your butt and farted, would you blow out your eardrums? I doubt it. Honestly, I mean, if you've got that amount of pressure built up that's cracking backs, you're going to blow that cork, and God help whoever is standing behind you. I mean, that's going to be like a missile being shot at somebody. No. See, I know you. Right? I'd imagine you'd have a small circular hole in your pants. I don't know. I mean, it might not be so small because, you know, like the fabric would have to like rip out with a force, so that hole might actually be a little bit bigger, or might even catch fire depending on how much force the cork blows out with. Careful there, John. I would not suggest sticking corks places. That's just my suggestion. That's the bad thing. We figured you were going to be healthy, so you ordered a salad for dinner. Now you're starving, so you've ordered the meat lovers pizza with peppers and onions. Yeah. I can see that. You just have to time that salad. If you're going to eat healthy like that, just push back the dinner time a little further. It'll work out. Believe me, it'll work out. Do I fly drones? Hit and miss. I actually have a 5-inch FPV. I am more into the camera style drones right now. I have a Spark, a DJI Spark that I fly, and I'm into photography, so I'm not so much into the flip and roll the way that my husband and quite a few of these guys are. I'll support 150%, but I'll tell you all the time. Fly. What makes you happy? There is no division because there's one thing in common. And I don't care if you fly. I don't care if you're on land. I don't care if you're on the water. There's one thing in common. You still have a remote control. Do what makes you happy, not what makes everybody else happy. Don't worry about everybody else being happy. As long as you're happy, that's what matters. If it's a rubber cork, I would expect a lot of bounce back with rubber cork because then it's going to hit something and the shock absorbing, and it's going to have that instantaneous shoot back. So you might have 2 holes in your pants if you use the rubber cork. Not a good option. I'll be good and save your slice for tomorrow. That's a good thing. That's being healthy. Yes and no. Drones can be expensive. Not necessarily. You can actually start out the way that we started out. Nah. Go ahead and laugh. That's what started that. Later, John. Thanks for joining me, babe. I'm trying. But yeah, honestly, this little guy right here, you can pick up for under $20. You can start your drone hobby. Doesn't matter what you fly. Right? Alvin started out on a $50 Simon drone. Let me show you what that kind of looks like. Yeah, I've got a collection of drones. This is not a Sima, but it is a knockoff. This is a little bigger. This is a $50 drone-ish. This one was actually, this is a knockoff. This was $27. This was my first one. This was my husband's first drone. We all learned to fly. This was my official first drone. So yeah. Danny D, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Exactly, Josh. If all else fails, I suggest you do what makes me happy. Because as long as me happy, everybody happy. No, dear, I have never honestly personally seen a tornado. Knock on wood. I live on the East Coast. There's not a lot of tornadoes on the East Coast. Right? And see, that's the thing. That type of quad, the Simon, the $50 one, you can FPV, you can line of sight. That is what LOS means, is line of sight. You don't have to have goggles. You can just use the controller and fly. Well, actually, you just wanted to be specific. I'll have a large cheese pizza with sausage, bacon, meatballs, pepperoni, onions, peppers. And she's going, uh-huh. Do I get to charge you for each one of these toppings, or? Night, RC Crazy. Wow. No. That's one thing. When I was growing up, you know, as a kid, you dream big. Oh, I want to live here, and I want to live there, and I want to live here, and I want to live there, and oh, it'd be so cool to live here, and it'd be cool to live there. This chick was the type that, of course, I was into meteorology, I was into astronomy, I was into all of the sciences. I was the nerd back then. But I was looking at, okay, where are the fault lines? What type of weather do they have? Yes, I know I have a fault line, which is actually off of the coast of Ocean City. Crazy enough because not many people know it. But this is how far I actually took this back then. If that fault line ever actually became active, and per se, since it's in the water instead of on flat land, said fault line could possibly trigger a tsunami. Worst case scenario, but it could happen. Said tsunami would come to 2 towns away from where I live. So I would have even more of a beachfront property than being a half hour away from the ocean. I would only be 10 minutes away from the ocean. You have a fault line. You said the cat did it. Well, see, I play macro. No, I'm kidding. What was that? Acro? No. Well, you go right ahead, Alvin. You're one of them tornado chasers, are you? Yeah, water spouts are kind of interesting, but I don't trust them either. Well, no, water funnel, water spouts, called both. That's just like here we call it a hurricane. In the UK, what was the name of it? Oh, what the? It's a totally different name that means the exact same thing. It's a cyclone in the UK, but totally same thing. A typhoon in Asia because the squirrels in the opposite direction. Crazy, did not know that. Now, all right, think of that one. Where we're located compared to Asia, is it the equator that spins it back in the opposite direction? Something to think about. Yeah, I know, Alvin. I think about you all the time. That's why I always tell you guys, I would never live in California because the ground shakes too damn much underneath my feet out there, and I could not do it. The first time the ground went, I'd be like, I'm gone. Back to the East Coast. See y'all. We had one earthquake. I was at work. I think it was 3 years ago. And we felt it at work. And I mean, you get a little shimmy shimmy. And I'm like, oh, hell no. This is not supposed to be happening here. Nothing you can do about it except hang on. But I'm telling you, strange stuff. Yeah, AccuWeather is a good weather app. I also like Weather Underground or Weather Bug. They both seem very accurate. Born and raised in SoCal. Been through a lot of earthquakes. Chuck is also from SoCal. I'm glad to live where I do because we don't get many quakes up here, but a bit more south, and it's crazy, right? That's like the weird thing. It's like right where we live. It's so crazy because the weather changes. We get influenced a lot from the coast because we're literally a half hour away from the ocean. So a lot of our weather influence will come off of the water, but at the same time, I live on a peninsula, so there's water everywhere around me. So that all impacts at the same time, and it could be downpouring rain at the ocean. One town from me, it'll be downpouring rain, and it'll be sunny here, and we'll literally watch. We could sit out on the deck and watch the rain go around us. It's crazy. It's all about location in some things. That's just like the recent earthquakes in Puerto Rico. Crazy. Mother Nature, unfortunately, at her worst. The destruction is just, when you see natural rock formations that have been in one location forever, and guess what? They're gone. They're totally changed. And it's like, okay, I have pictures of what used to be, but will never be because it was a natural formation in the first place. So if you were lucky enough to see those, consider yourself blessed. There's a lot of people who will never get to see those things again. And yes, some places, and that's what's so crazy because most people don't think California really has a winter. But that's when some of the worst storms can happen, is during the winter. And people are like, what? It's like, yeah. Mother Nature has her own seasons. At least some areas have the seasons. Some don't. But if you ever notice and you follow the storms follow those seasons. Where you live, you get tiny earthquakes. I don't like any ground under my feet moving. No, no, no. I was in Seattle living in Olympia in 2001 when it was 6.8. Woo! All right, Josh, how long did it take you to move after that, my dear? Wow. Right, Axio? I'm kind of like feeling that here in Maryland, it seems like. This southern New Jersey doesn't have 4 seasons anymore. We get winter and we get summer. That's just about what Maryland gets, it seems like. Crumbled your chimney into the driveway where your car would have been parked. Rest of the chimney fell down in. Shoo! And you know, that's the thing. Okay, the ground's shaking under your feet. And then you think about the structural things that you think are your safe haven. And the next thing you know, they're crumbling around you. That's a whole different scary scenario. Right? Right where you are, it's like a whole different state weather-wise from southern and central. 4 years later, I moved. Whoosh. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Michael. Get your math homework done. I'm going to hop off so I stop looking like Rudolph and go take my nighttime batch of medicine. I hope to see you guys over on the FPV YouTube. If you hop in there before I get there, tell them that Crystal sent you by. They're talking about a hot topic for drones, so. And don't forget to stop by Night Train FPV for whistle stops tomorrow night. Don't forget MD95 TSI, who I just posted up there for the Drone Network, Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember, guys, I appreciate each and every single one of you. I hope you have an amazing week. I love you all. I'll catch you guys next time. Night, guys.